Hello. I want to talk a little bit about the Super Bowl performance by Bad Bunny the other day. A lot of people have been talking about it. It's been controversial, but I think that tedious as it is in some ways, it's actually quite important. I think a lot of people have missed the most important things about it. And I got sort of inadvertently drawn into this the other day by commenting on an old friend's Facebook page. This old friend had mentioned that someone had analyzed the performance and had learned a lot from the symbolism and so on. And I just basically said that it was trash by a talentless person, and was kind of predictably attacked by this friend and her friends. And so some of them politely, some of them jumping to ludicrous conclusions that because I didn't like it, I must be MAGA and so on. But anyway, let's talk a little bit about it, if we can, from the perspective of culture, from the perspective of dangerous writers, of people who are concerned about the culture and who want real art. For those of you who don't know, my name's Gary Craig Powell. I write dangerously, the Substack, and create this podcast. I'm also a fiction writer, the author of a couple of works of literary fiction, including Stoning the Devil and Our Parent Who Art in Heaven. Anyway, Bad Bunny, let's talk a little bit about the performance first. Obviously, I'm an old guy. You might expect that I'm not going to like rap or reggaeton, and indeed I don't. I don't really like any pop music, or even the rock music of my youth. I don't listen to anymore. I really only listen to classical music now and jazz to some extent. But the performance as music was very poor. Bad Bunny can't sing. I don't think that's even up for argument. He has a very poor voice. It's nasal. It's mainly just droning. There's virtually no melody in it. That's not even arguable. The rhythms are predictable, heavy, not remotely interesting. The harmonies, well, there's very little harmony in it. The lyrics are very simplistic and obscene, and basically anyone who understands Spanish, and if you don't understand Spanish, you can get a translation. I do understand Spanish, actually. It's basically just boasting about all the women he has sex with and the drugs he takes. So not exactly edifying, and certainly not artistic or deep in any way. So apart from the very poor quality, the very poor artistic quality of the performance, you've also got very explicit sexual content, a lot of aggressive twerking, as it's called, from the dancers, sort of simulated homosexual sex, which I found extremely repulsive, especially as, you know, if this was in a gay nightclub, sure, you know, why not? I'm in favor of freedom of expression, but imposing this very sexual content on a family event like the Super Bowl seemed to me extremely inappropriate. And so some of these old friends of mine, these were people I used to live with in the Middle East 30 years ago, they were sort of saying, I'd missed the point because America's under attack from, you know, the horrible Orange Man, and so this was a sort of very valuable resistance. That's their basic argument. I was not so stupid that I couldn't see the symbolism. I'm aware that when Bad Bunny shouted, God bless America, and listed off all the countries of the Americas, he was explicitly minimizing the United States, and the whole choreographed performance with the workers in the sugarcane fields and the old men playing dominoes and so on was obviously a sort of eulogy to the role that immigrants play, and you know, their dignity. I understand all that, and incidentally, I'm not remotely prejudiced against Latino culture. I revere much of it. I spend half my time listening to Latin American music, but I'm listening to people like Barrios, Dilemando Reis, Heitor Villa-Lobos, Sagreras, and, you know, I'm certainly not listening to Bad Bunny. So the point I want to make is that Bad Bunny's performance is being sold as a kind of transgressive performance. It's the usual leftist sleight of hand of saying, we are speaking truth to power. We are against the establishment. We are against the elites. This simply is not true. Bad Bunny is a phenomenally successful rapper. He has a fortune of about 100 million, and he is the darling of the elites, and he is speaking on behalf of the elites. Let's make no mistake about that. The very fact that the NFL is promoting him shows that he's very much a part of that elite structure. And what that elite structure is trying to do is it's trying to completely subvert Western culture, partly with this relentless attack on the family, which you get from the constant sexualization of everything, and the implicit idea being that fugitive sex, casual sex is the very best thing that can be expected. Bad Bunny actually says repeatedly in his songs, I'm not marrying anyone, you know, I just fuck them, basically. So it's an attack on the family. It's an attack on heterosexuality. Bad Bunny himself is bisexual and frequently appears in dresses and skirts. It's an implicit attack on Christianity. and somehow we're supposed to accept that this is deep and meaningful art. It's not. It's caricature. It's childish, and they're trying to pull the wool over our eyes. Let's say there is great Latino art. I'm a writer. I revere some of the South American writers, Jorge Luis Borges, especially Gabriel Garcia Marquez, Carlos Fuentes. Lots of excellent writers from South America, lots of wonderful music. But reggaeton ain't it. Reggaeton is obscene, pornographic rubbish. And this guy is just, he's just a puppet of the establishment who is being used really to promote illegal immigration, to promote materialism, to promote uncontrolled hedonism, and really commercialism, because that's what it's all about. It's all about making money for the establishment and the elites who control everything. So, that might sound like a bit of a rant against the left, and I suppose it is, but I'm aware that lots of people on the right also make use of these people because they know that they can make huge amounts of money out of them. But don't tell me this is some kind of revolutionary resistance. It's not. This is very conformist propaganda of the very worst kind. Goodbye, and I'll see you again soon, fellow free spirits, fellow overmen and overwomen, dangerous writers. Bye-bye.